What if the bag sitting in your kitchen right now, the one with the smiling dog and the words natural and premium on it, is allowed to hide something from you? This is not a rumor. It's a real gap in the rules, a gap that lets certain ingredients skip the label completely every time you feed your dog. And here's the scary part. Your dog can never tell you. No whine, no sign, nothing to warn you that something in that bowl isn't what it looks like. Dogs trust us completely. They eat whatever we give them, no questions asked. Today, you'll learn what that hidden ingredient is, how it's stayed hidden for years, and what you can do right now to protect your dog. Think about the last time you stood in the pet food aisle. You picked up a bag, saw a happy dog on the front, maybe some fresh vegetables, and felt good, like you were doing right by your dog. That feeling isn't an accident. It's designed that way. Every picture and word on the bag is made to earn your trust fast. So you stop reading and start buying. But here's a question most owners never ask. What if that trust isn't fully deserved? This isn't about one bad company. It's about a pattern. Old rules with gaps that most dog owners don't even know exist. And hiding inside those gaps is one ingredient. It's banned in some countries, but still common enough that it might be in your dog's food tonight. I won't name it yet. Not for drama, but because you need to understand how it hides first. Once you see how this works, you'll never look at a dog food label the same way again. Here's something most people don't know. The rules for what must be on your dog's food label are not the same as the rules for your food. Human food labels are strict and closely checked. Pet food labels are much looser. Loose enough that some ingredients can be left off completely. Let me explain simply. Because once you get this one idea, everything else makes sense. Say a supplier treats raw fish meal with a chemical to stop it from spoiling during shipping. Then a pet food company buys that treated fish meal and puts it in your dog's food. Because the company didn't add the chemical themselves, they often didn't have to list it. The chemical is still in the food. Your dog still eats it, but the label doesn't have to say so. This isn't rare. It's a gap that's existed for years. And it's why so many caring owners felt shocked later when they learned what was really in the food they trusted. Now add marketing on top. The happy dog, the fresh veggies, words like natural placed right where your eyes look first. None of it is a lie exactly. It's just built to earn your trust fast, so you never feel the need to flip the bag over. And none of this means you were careless. Every dog owner wants the best for their dog. That same caring instinct is exactly what companies count on. So this isn't about one bad brand. It's a pattern built on old gray areas in the rules. Once you understand how the system works, you're ready for what most owners never find out. Let's look at what's actually been found hiding in these gray areas. Because this isn't just theory. It's documented. First, heavy metals. Some testing groups have found traces of lead and arsenic in pet food. Sometimes more than what's normally found in human food. To be fair, some of this testing has been questioned, and regulators have set safe limits. But here's the problem. Your dog doesn't eat different meals like you do. They eat the same food from the same bag every single day for years. Small amounts add up over time. Second, how the food is made. Most dry kibble is made using high heat and pressure, called extrusion. That heat can create a substance called acrylamide, which has been linked to cancer risk in studies. Not every bag is dangerous, but the very process used to make food last longer might be creating something we never meant to feed our dogs. Third, and this one is serious. At times, testing has found traces of pentobarbital, a drug used to put animals down, inside some canned dog foods. A drug meant to end life, found in food meant to sustain it. It likely came from euthanized farm animals that accidentally entered the food supply, not shelter pets. But if something this serious slipped through even once, it shows the system isn't as safe as the marketing wants you to believe. Heavy metals building up slowly, cancer-linked substances from processing, a euthanasia drug slipping past safety checks. On their own, these might seem like separate stories. Together, they show a pattern. A system where cost and shelf life were sometimes put ahead of your dog's safety. If this is making you uneasy, do something small for me. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't. Not for me, but for the next dog owner who's about to scroll past this without ever knowing. Because everything so far isn't even the biggest problem. There's one ingredient, still legal, still on shelves right now, that's worse than everything we just talked about combined. And you're about to find out exactly what it is. That ingredient is called ethoxyquin. Say it out loud. It probably means nothing to you. That's the whole point. For decades, this word has stayed hidden from the very people feeding it to their dogs. Ethoxyquin was first made in the 1950s, not for food, but as a pesticide and a rubber hardener. Later, someone noticed it was great at stopping fat from going bad. And fat is exactly what makes kibble spoil, especially fish-based kibble. So the industry found a cheap, powerful way to keep food fresh longer, using a chemical that was never made with a dog's body in mind. Here's where it gets serious. Studies have linked ethoxyquinto liver and kidney stress in animals over time. This isn't a small worry. The European Union actually stopped allowing it as an animal feed additive. They took a better safe than sorry approach because they weren't sure it was fully safe long-term. When an entire government body says we'd rather not risk it, that means something. This isn't fear-mongering, it's real caution, backed by an actual decision. So here's the natural question. If it's controversial enough to be banned somewhere else, why was it allowed to hide here in the first place? This is where the loophole becomes very real. A fish meal supplier would treat their product with ethoxyquin before selling it to a pet food company. That company would use the treated meal to make your dog's food. Since they didn't add the chemical themselves, for years they often didn't have to list it on the label at all. The chemical was there. It just legally didn't need to be written down. That means your dog could have eaten food with a chemical banned in an entire continent, and you would have had no way to know. Unless you knew exactly where to look. That's not just bad luck. That's a system where shelf life and cost quietly came before your right to know what you're feeding your dog. The good news, things are changing. Many top brands now proudly say ethoxyquin-free, and new rules have started closing some of these gaps. But starting to change is not the same as fixed. That's exactly why what you do with this information matters. Now that you know the name, and now that you know how it hides, this system can't quietly slip past you anymore. You know where to look. I want you to really sit with this next part, because everything so far could easily leave you feeling helpless. And I don't want that. Knowing a problem exists without knowing what to do about it just creates worry. What you need is a simple plan. Picture your dog right now, waiting by their bowl, tail wagging, fully trusting that whatever you give them is safe. They can't read Alabel. They can't ask questions. They can't protect themselves. That job is fully yours. Not because it's fair, but because that's what it means to be trusted completely by something that depends on you for everything. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to remind you that you're now ready to handle it. Become a label detective. Don't let the front of the bag decide for you. Flip it over, skip past the pretty pictures, and read the ingredient list like it's the only thing that matters. Because it is. Learn what a safe preservative looks like. Look for mixed tocopherols, just a natural form of vitamin E, or plant extracts like rosemary. These are safe, common, and used by brands that actually want to be honest with you. Be extra careful with fish meal or salmon meal. That's historically where ethoxyquin liked to hide. Look for a clear ethoxyquin-free label. If you can't find one, that silence tells you something too. You can also contact the company directly and ask how their fish meal is preserved. A good company will answer right away. And think about rotating between 2 or 3 trusted brands instead of sticking to just one forever. This simple habit lowers your dog's long-term exposure to any single hidden ingredient. None of this requires special training. It just means looking a little closer at something you used to trust without thinking. You are not powerless here. You are your dog's only advocate, and every bag you buy is a vote. When enough people ask these questions and demand these answers, the whole industry has to listen. This isn't wishful thinking, it's already happening slowly, because of pressure from owners just like you. So next time your dog looks up at you while you pour their food, ask yourself, do I really know what's in this bowl? If the answer is not really, that's okay. Now you know exactly where to start. If this video opened your eyes even a little, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another dog owner. Not to help this channel, but Because somewhere out there, someone is about to buy a bag of food based only on a pretty picture. They deserve to know what you now know. And if you want to understand your dog even more, not just what's in their bowl, but what's going on in their mind, and subscribe. And check out our next video on the silent signals your dog gives you every day.